So viewers, today we are going to learn the use of preposition, and the preposition is a word that shows the position of a verb, noun or anything. So preposition should be placed right before the word, that before the noun you are going to use at the end of the sentence. So here's preposition can be defined. It is a word. Simply, this is the definition that you are going to learn today. So, next we are going to learn how we put the preposition on right place in a sentence. Grammatically, prepositions are not only the words, these show the relationship between the verb and the object. So, the relationship between a verb and an object is to be determined by a valid preposition. Prepositions are very oftenly mistakenly put by the students. I felt the need to show you how we use the correctly used preposition. So here is a sentence, for example. He goes to school. The school is the object and the goes is a verb. So to is a preposition who shows the relationship between the object and the verb. So valid today in this lecture we are going to learn the preposition which shows the presence of a thing or an object on a specific place. For this purpose I am going to show the some other sentences. Let's learn today. So here's how we put preposition in to show the presence of something in on a specific place. So if we are going to show the object in a place or in anything else, so we use the word in. In means something which is inside another thing. Like this is a box and a ball. This ball is in the box. So this is the use of in when something is present inside another thing. Like you can say there is a basket, and these are the piece of papers. So you will say the piece of papers are in the basket. So in means having something inside another thing. So if we want to use on, I will show the difference between in and on. This ball is inside the box, but this ball is on the box. When something is on another thing, you will use on to show the relationship between the two objects. So this is ball and it is on the surface of the box. Though we should say that the ball is on the box and this ball is in the box. You will say that the ball is inside the box or the ball is in the box. So this is the use of in and on. So what about under and above? Under means the something that has a roof and there is something under that roof. You can say under the table, under the tree, because tree has works like a roof, and the man sitting under the tree is supposed to be sit under that roof. So the thing that is empty from inside and have a roof, so you will use under for that thing. Like a table. Suppose this is a table and this is a ball. So this ball is under the table. So this is a table and this is a lamp. So lamp is above, all over the table. When something is not touching the surface of the other thing and it is have some distance between the two objects, you can say the thing is above the other thing or over the other thing. That like clouds are over our heads, like aeroplane crosses over our head, like birds flew over our heads, the birds flew over high buildings, the aeroplane went over the city. So the over is something which is going which have distance and not touching the surface of other thing, and it has some distance over the surface, so you would say over. So we use over. And under. So this is the basic difference between over and under. When ball is not touching the surface, it is like a roof, and under this the ball is laid. So you will say the ball is under the table, and where there is distance between the two objects, and the one object is slightly over the other, then we say over the object, over the table. The lamp is over the table, the ball is under the table. So this is another word which we use, behind and in front of. So behind means the something which is after the other thing, like this. When we see from here, then we see that this is a wall. This is a wall, and ball is behind the wall. So we use behind for the things that are laying after the other thing, or they are in behind the other thing. Like a curtain, the ball is behind the curtain. Like a car, and there is a cat behind that car, you will say the cat is behind the car. So in front of means in opposite direction, in your front view. Like when we see from here, the ball is in front of the wall. In front of the wall mean just before the wall. So when a ball is lying here, we use in front of, and when ball is behind the wall, then we use behind the other thing. Similarly, there is a difference below and above. So the next is above and below. Sorry. Above, we have already discussed that above means something that is over the other thing. But this above which we used when something is touching, and when we use the above is used in order wise, in a sense of order. When something is lying below, and there is something over it, then something over it, then something over it. When we have an order of things, then the order we want to tell the order of something, then we use above. Like this. These are 3 books. Suppose these are 3 books, the one is this, and the other this one, and the other is this one. The 1, 2, and 3. So the book number 3 is below the book number 2, and book number 2 is below the book number 1, and book number 2 is above the book number 3, and book number 1 is above the book number 2. So this is above. Book 2 is above the 3, and book 1 is above 2, and book 3 is below 2, and book 2 is below book 1. So this is the order, how we tell the order of the things if we use above or below. After this, we are going to have a look at among and between. So between means the within the 2 things, that one is another at a side and the other is on another side. The thing that we are going to show is between those 2 things that we use between. Suppose this is a ball, this is another ball, and this is a dice. So we say that the dice is between the balls. Between means the position that is in between and among, inside the 2 things. That one ball is on each ball is on either side. That box is between these 2 balls. Then we use the word to between. Among is used between the many things. These are not 2. There are 3, 4, 5, or 6. Then among we use among. These are 4 balls, and the dice is among the balls. Similarly, we say that I am between. My house is between A block and O block. My school is between Rahman Garden and Ahmed Garden. So in this way we say when a thing is between the 2 things, and when among we use I am standing among my friends. When friends are not 2, they are many. So we say I am standing among my friends. When I'm between the 2 friends, they have it one side and the second one is another side. So I will say I am between my friends. And I hope you enjoyed the lecture. And next year we will come with other suggestions and other informations and other lectures. I hope we will post many lectures on this serial in grammar English. Thank you for watching. Okay.